Welcome to the 2021 Street Parking Vault. The Street Parking Vault is a one workout a week for 25-week series with the goal to help street parking members build consistency.
This, however, is the beginning of round 2. If you have done this before, this is your opportunity to retest the workouts or try a different version.
Customize these movements and choose a version that fits your ability. Your scores and weights don't matter. The goal is to maintain consistency from week to week. You just can't miss.
If this is your first time doing this workout, click on the link below, which will take you to the original version that breaks down all of the customizations, tips, as well as all the different versions of the workout.
All right, guys, Hades is back, and I gotta say, this was not a fan favorite the first time around. And why should it be? Hades was the god of the underworld, and we're back with just a ton of thrusters and enough deadlifts at the top of each minute just to be super annoying. So for this one though, if you're repeating the workout for the second time, you have a perfect blueprint for how to improve your score. All you need to do is just crunch a few numbers and figure out on average how many thrusters you were holding each minute and try to increase that by like 1 or 2. You'll have a faster score for sure if you don't overdo how much you're trying to add to each minute. Now remember, the first minute you don't have to do any deadlifts at all in this one. So make sure that you get a good chunk of those thrusters out of the way, but don't go so hard that you're unable to recover and you're messed up for the rest of the workout. My other tip would be to make sure that you're picking up that deadlift bar or the dumbbells at the top of each minute right away, and really be conscious of how long your breaks are when you are breaking, because those minutes will go by fast. Now, if you're under 9 minutes last time, of course, the great option for you would be to use a heavier weight. If you were over 15 minutes, I would suggest using a lighter weight this time, something that will allow you to get more thruster reps each minute. If you remember that the reason that you were over 15 minutes was just because you simply came out too hot and died, of course, you also have the choice to use the same weight again and have a much better strategy. This is also a fun one to switch up the equipment actually, because thrusters with dumbbells have a very different feeling than thrusters with the barbell, and the deadlifts, it's the same way. So if you feel satisfied with your score from last time, try switching it up if you have the equipment to do so and see how that affects you differently. The shift version of this workout honestly is pretty brutal on its own. One thing that you could do, or a fun little trick that you could try, is treating this as an EMOM. So you're gonna do the 8 deadlifts and 8 goblet squat to press every minute and try to hold it for 10 minutes straight.
All right, revisiting Hades through the second round of vault. 100 deadlifts. 100 thrusters with every minute on the minute starting at minute 1. You will do 5 deadlifts, but the RX Plus or the extra challenge version is 7 deadlifts. I did the dumbbell version the first time around with the 50s. That was very painful. I don't feel like doing that again, actually. My goal this time around is to beat Miranda's time because she crushed me on that one. So we'll see how it goes. Again, 95 pounds on the barbell. With the extra challenge reps. Let's see how it goes.
Really? Go ahead.
Sure.
I was just gonna say, I feel like he actually did come back during that week and do it with the barbell and beat my time last time. But we won't remind him of that.
We'll forget that.
We'll let him try
Forget
again.
about that. No one knows that.
Now I'm remembering that I feel like he did retest it that same week.
All right, here we go.
Oh, he does not look excited.
Did you do any math for what he would have to do to go sub 8 at all?
Not at all.
Me neither.
But, I mean, I have this pen. We could probably try to figure it
Oh,
out.
I think by the time we figure it out, he's going to be done.
What we have to do is we have to see how many he knocks out in this first minute, and
Okay.
then we can go from there.
Okay, so Hades, again, is 100 thrusters. Every minute, on the minute, 5 deadlifts, or if you're trying to do extra challenge, it's 7 deadlifts. There are no deadlifts on the first minute. So when you start the clock, you have 1 full minute
Yeah.
to do as many thrusters as possible.
I
Pro
recommend
tip-
getting all 100 of them in the first minute.
Pro tip, don't come out too hot. You can really mess yourself up. and come out and do like 25 thrusters or whatever on the first minute,
Yeah.
and then do 5 thrusters every minute after that.
True.
So be smart about it. He's taking a break. I mean, he's taking a full 15 seconds plus
Yeah.
before even going.
What's he get? 21.
So he's not 25. He stopped at 21.
Good thing.
Smart.
Good thing.
All right, so now he's got, now that the clock has hit 1 minute, he's got to do 7 deadlifts. Now, I will say he did the dumbbell version last time. Deadlifts with the dumbbell are less fun, with dumbbells, are less fun than deadlifts with the barbell. It's
Truth.
a little bit further down. People tend to get a little sloppy with them.
Yikes.
And then he's right back into those thrusters. People asked last time, I remember they were asking, like, what's up with the deadlifts? This is just a thruster workout. But if you're going to make a workout after the god of the underworld, you can't just have it be something so straightforward. The deadlifts are literally in there to be annoying
Yeah.
and to mentally force you to break.
Yeah.
And what we see a lot of times is people will do their 7 deadlifts and wait, or 5 deadlifts, and wait way too long to pick the bar up to do their thrusters.
True.
He's at 37. I mean, that's almost halfway.
No.
I mean, not quite, but more than a third of the way.
There it is. It is more than 33.3, which is more than a third of the way.
Yeah, so Julian's using a shorty bar. If you're wondering why the bar looks shorter or smaller or something, it's a shorter bar, and it weighs 35 pounds. So he's got 25s on there and 5s on the ends. He's using 95 pounds. I think that is the extra challenge weight. I don't think we went up to 115.75 on this one.
No, I don't think so.
I think the regular weight was 75.55.
So what is the point of a shorty bar? Like, why do they exist?
They just take up less space.
So
if you're working with a smaller garage or something like that,
Yeah.
they take up less space. They're not the best for like Olympic lifting if you're trying to do like 1 rep max, obviously like snatches and things like that. But everything else, they just take up less space and you're less likely to, punch a hole through your wall or something like that.
always a
after you
good
drop
thing.
your bar.
Less holes in the wall. Good
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, here he goes. I don't know where he's at now. Definitely halfway though.
Oh, for sure.
There also is a shift version of this workout. What's that?
The shift version is 10 rounds, and you'll do 8 squat plus press, and then 8 either dumbbell or kettlebell deadlift. So the squat plus press is just a little bit different than the thruster. In what way?
It's not. It just sounds friendlier. And then also, if you need to segment the movement, there is a little bit of coordination that's involved in using that leg drive to help you press the weight. So if
Yeah.
you're more comfortable finishing the squat and then pressing from a little more stable position,
Yeah.
you can segment it a little bit more.
So it's just like slightly less complex.
Yes. And it sounds friendlier.
Yeah, so you're basically doing the same thing in shift, just broken up a little bit differently.
Yeah.
The goals are about the same. The goals are actually different for A, B, C, and shift in this one, so make sure you check those out.
Okay.
A is 9 to 15, B 9 to 14, C 10 to 15 because it's sandbag over the shoulder,
Yeah,
which
those
takes
take longer.
forever.
Those take longer. You did that version last
I
time.
did twice. So last time we did this around everybody, I don't know why. This is a terrible workout. Hades. Everyone hated it. But
did
we
it twice.
decided to do a lot of us did it twice just for,
I don't think I did it twice.
well, because you already crushed everyone. You're like, I don't need to do this twice. I already did my mic drop first time around.
Yeah, let's see where he's at after this one. My guess is that he's somewhere in the 70s.
I'm going to go with
After this?
74 is my guess.
That is exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, crap. Where you at? He can't talk right now. He can't
Yeah,
talk.
we've lost him. Hopefully
Please
he
hold
knows
while
where he's
Julian
at.
gathers his thoughts.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have any problem. I do think that another benefit of the barbell is that it rests on your shoulders a little bit better.
Yeah.
And you actually can get more out of your legs
Yeah?
because you can pop the bar off your shoulders. Where are you at? 80.
Oh
He's
my
got 20
God.
left.
He's at 80.
So I don't think he'll finish this round. He could.
He might push it through.
He could. And then he's just crushing my score by like
Minutes.
over a minute.
I think he's really determined right now, though.
We'll see though.
We
A
talked
set
a little
of 20
bit.
right now would be rough.
We talked a
So-
little bit of smack beforehand, so he might be extra motivated.
Yeah, so when you guys go to do this one, don't expect yourself to hold sets of 15 to 20.
No, that's crazy.
I would maybe try to do 2 sets of 5 each time, or maybe 2 sets of 6. Keep the breaks short.
Yes.
Keep the breaks super short, because you can see as soon as the breaks start adding up, your time really, you end up just wasting the whole minute standing there.
Yeah.
So even if you do one bigger set each time, the cool thing is the second time around, you can figure out exactly on average how many reps you were doing per minute. Try to add 1 or 2 more.
Right on.
Yeah, and you'll math.
He's going right to the buzzer here.
Math shows us that gives you a faster time if you average more per minute than last time.
Math. See, that's the thing I'm bad at. I started this math. He's actually going to finish the workout before I can figure out the math of how fast he should do this workout. So I did that incorrectly.
I think he's probably got like 8 left or something like that.
Oh yeah, it's got to be just a few because he really went right to the buzzer there.
But he's hurting bad. He's paying the price.
He's in big trouble. But he's almost done, so we're good.
Yeah, he's going to finish it in this one set, I think, right here.
100%. The last 2 rounds, he was pushing way closer to the minute mark. So
I do
think
enjoy that he's wearing the Devil Press shirt during the Underworld workout. So just right on...
oh, he's almost there.
On brand.
For sure. There it was.
Nice.
6:42. Wow, wow, wow.
All right.
Oh, there's going to have to be some stakes for sure. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some betting around the office of like, I bet no one can beat 6:42.
All right. So yeah, interested to hear his thoughts on the difference between the dumbbells and the barbell, and if he has any tips for strategy this time, because he was like 2 minutes faster.
Yeah. Real quick, before we go to tips, let me ask you, if you're trying to transition from shift to a program A, B, or C, how would you do that?
Yeah, so one thing you could do is you could take that single dumbbell and just do single dumbbell thrusters for this.
Nice.
And like even a single dumbbell deadlift, but try to do the 100.
Yeah.
The other thing that you could do is instead of using a single dumbbell, try the 8 and 8 with 2 dumbbells, maybe like 10s, 15s, something like that, or an empty barbell. So switch the equipment around or move the movements around. And you could try to do 10 rounds where you're holding the 8 and 8 every minute. So like do it like an imam. Yeah.
Nice. Perfect. So if you're looking to switch from shift to a program A, that's some good tips for a little bit of an in-between. And let's hit up Julian for some tips.
All right. Well, just as uncomfortable. The advantage is you get to drop the barbell. The first minute, you don't want to get too excited. You have to do one big set and then drop, or hit one smaller set, break, and then do another set. But honestly, give yourself at least 20 seconds of recovery after round 1. So that way you purposefully, allow yourself to recover and break and keep in it. Because if you get really excited and try to do a massive set and only give yourself 10 seconds of recovery, it's gonna be a struggle moving forward, because after about 3 rounds, it really kicks you and starts weighing on you for sure. So, either a big set to the 40-second mark, or break a big set, or do a set, break, and then another set until the 40-second mark. Same thing for the second round. The deadlift should take you about 10 seconds at the most, even if you're doing the extra challenge version. And then break. Don't go right into the thrusters, I don't think. Do somewhere in the 7 to 10, break. You're only gonna give yourself at least 2 sets moving forward after you start the deadlifts, okay? Again, we have a good goal time for this one. Realistically, I think 8 to 12, 13 minutes, it's good. Obviously look at the goals recommended on the write-up, but dumbbell version is definitely harder than the barbell, just because you can drop a barbell and just keep moving. It's not as easy with the dumbbells. So warm up your lower back, your hamstrings, open up those hips, because if not, your lower back can really get tight, and that's not what you want on a workout like this. So that's it. Those are my tips for this workout, guys. Have fun. We're almost done with round 2. This is what number is this in the 15. So definitely over the halfway mark. So get after it. Let's do a different version, whatever, to keep you engaged. I'll talk soon.